This is so stupid. Okay, I'm not. I saw on Twitter they had reopened this topic again. Halle and her baby daddy issues. Her white baby daddy, Gabriel Aubrey, whatever his name is, Gabriel Aubrey, and her mad at the fact that he straightened her hair. Talking about the little girl, her so-called black, pure black girl. And then he called her the N word. Now you know I'm against that mess. My question is, will I doubt this from Halle Berry? Since you claim to be pure black, okay, you know you're biracial, or all of us are multiracial. I don't call myself pure black because my parents do not have pure African roots, and I might look more black. But if you saw someone from Zambia, they're more darker than me. I don't let white men, like I told a white man this weekend at work, that I'm trying to get my words together to report this to the HR department. I'm not report going to the local office of this. Okay, when we're doing security work, a white racist man from the south part of the Harris County, which is not from my city, my town, outside of Houston, but so um we working. Why? I was like, why I work with this white racist person? Because I know we hired this person was racist. We working at an event in the past in Houston before we went outside of Houston this weekend, and the white racist man, who was his early 30s, because I'm older than he is, okay, um, was shocked that we were speaking Spanish. Me and this Hispanic woman. Me and Hispanic woman worked at another security place in a through a temp agency last year. And we were speaking Spanish, and the dude said English. And I said, excuse me, this is North America. And I think I told you the story before. This is North America. And this is North America. And our Native American ancestors spoke different languages. This used to be Mexico, and also said that the English before my white people ancestors stole this from my Native American ancestors about my African ancestors. He was shocked. He said, "You don't look white." I said, "Yeah, I'm Caramel, but I don't look like Akon either." And they laughed. And I had to explain to him that you say you're from Deer Park. Well, in the southeast area, since I did research on my family tree, I have white cousins in the South, Houston. The Asian doctor cousin live out there. I went to my Asian doctor cousin business. Okay, the one I met last year, that my long distance white cousin, a doctor that's by my age. Okay, we're about the same thing. He born 1980 or 81. I born 79. Okay, so his white adopted mama. That's my long distance white cousin on my mama's side because her fourth grandmother was a white woman. Okay, the one saw answer.com. Okay, so unlike Wild Vicky, I did the traditional ancestry.com. Okay, okay. I did we put the ancestor name and the green leaf pop off. That's what I did. Paid $19 and I transferred $35 to get more results on it last year when I got my income tax. He was shocked to find out that someone had white DNA that did not look like a white person. It shows how uneducated this man is. So when I told my history, and then I mentioned there was a light skinned sister lighter than me, a little bit not too far from his complexion, couple shades darker than him. He says I'm a white person. Oh, I'm sorry. He said, "Why did you say anything to black folks?" I said, well, I'm not racist because I don't condone it from either side. I said, and he got scared because I mentioned that Gen Z, a real dark skinned man, was called white folks devils. And Gen Z on curb, I go ahead and say it like it is. She never did what he did. Thought I was one. When he shot he's a 5% one of those officer of Nation Islam. So the white dude was shocked because I now tell woman was supposed his business. I'm about to do that this weekend at Thanksgiving. Yes, I will. I was going to tell HR department. We got into an argument with the secretary on the phone. I'm going to email them. Yes, I will. Because you should never did. So what happened is this weekend, he saw why they put us in the same pot together. hate when we do that. Because I was praying to me, him beside the Scotty and your mamas in the fiddlers that mistreat me. Okay, at the job. I gotta deal with this whole white racist person's redneck. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna mention the company name because I work at a different company now and I don't want to get in trouble. So freedom of speech. I don't as long as I mention the company name, I'm good. So we went out of town to 4 hours from up here in Houston. Okay, if you know what I'm talking about. And what happened was they put us in the park, but activities were going on, while something else was going on inside the building. I don't want to get all detail, but you can fill in the blanks for me. Okay, the white dude had asked me why I'm part Mexican, because I mentioned I was Spanish Creole. Why I'm part Mexican look more black? I said I never said that I was part Mexican, dude. I said because I speak Spanish. Let me explain once again. My background is African American, French, Spanish, Creole, because I did research and found that my third grandfather, the one who had a white mama, his wife was a black Spanish Creole woman because her last name was Rouse on paper, but records show that her daddy was a Real. Okay, God dog and his parents from Louisiana. Okay, that's a Spanish last name. And I said, also, I'm Irish and English and Native American. And I said, I've told you before, what's my background? I have cousins in the Southeast Houston, South Harris County, where you're from, that look like you due to my ancestry research. So, he was shocked. Well, he said, well, all my family is all full white. I said, well, unlike me, I'm not full black. Both my parents do not have full black heritage. And he started debating me about what I am. I told him, he said, I never heard of Creole. I said, excuse me, Beyonce's Creole. Let me explain what Creole is to you. In Louisiana, before the Acadians came to Louisiana, Spain was the first Europeans that came to Louisiana, took it from the Native Americans. I said, yes, y'all bought, United States bought Louisiana before they did. It was part of the Spaniards then. Then, when the English and the French didn't get along, and Canada, because most of the French were Catholic, the English were Protestant. They came to Louisiana to purchase, and they took over the Louisiana, and that's the reason why. Remember, 1700s when the Spanish came to Louisiana. Okay, so that's it. Also had slaves from the Haiti, the Dominican Republic, also from the other parts of the South, and they later on mixed, and also to a lot of the sometimes the black, the English, the French and Spanish, and sometimes the German, since the dude is Scottish and German descent, did not rape black women, unlike what you heard in the South. Many of them in Louisiana married black women and mixed race black women, and many of their children were free during slavery. Men that went to France, and they were French descent, and learned French. It was not always they had businesses down there. That's why I'm saying I'm proud of that, because I'm getting tired of, you hear about slavery. That's why with Snoop Dogg, I'm for teaching us about slavery. But can we talk about the other parts of during that time? Can we talk about the free people of color, Nat Turner? That's why they bashed Nat in the park. Can we talk about the black Seminoles? You know what I'm saying? That was mixed with black and Native American. They fought the slave masters in Spanish Florida. Can we talk about that situation? Them being free, them beating the slave master and winning. They don't want to talk about those situations. We want to talk about those getting beaten, whipped, and spanking, and all that, and getting raped. That's it. And being dehumanized, and then only thing Harriet Tubman and a few people and Fred Douglass, and that's it. So what happened is, so when I said, well, you're actually black. I said, no, well, yes, I'm black, but not pure black. I'm mixed. And he said, well, you're more brown as black. I said, no, excuse me. If you put a brown crayon, I said, yeah, my complexion is brown. But you'll put a brown crayon and a black crayon. Well, it don't matter in us here. I said, no, dude. The one drop, if you're talking about the one drop rule, and I went all in detail. I said 1967, 50 years ago, 11 Virginia case said that allowed interracial marriages to be legalized. He was shocked. I know about the history. I said, excuse me, in that court document, The one drop rule, the one drop black belt makes you a whole. Because I said, look, yeah, he said there are people that look like you, that are Creole, look like me, and darker. The dark dude that just came by here that's darker than one of the guys who dark, real dark brown skin. That's really dark skin is, okay? We have people of all colors. I said we don't all because what I'm saying. He said he was shot. I said, well, I never. I said it's your dad who know history. He said later on in this argument, his dad get no more history than I do, but he never told you about the Creole people, which is stupid. Show how ignorant he is. So his mom is Scottish, dad German. Okay. Anyway, so this white supremacist, I knew he was white supremacist because then one thing that I know he was white supremacist. Remember, I used to go to Deer Park. Okay, I'm not from there, but some of the cities I'm originally from, the towns, essentially, not Pasadena though. And I went to Deer Park back in 93, 92, due to psychiatric reasons. That's the first time I went to the hospital. I was bipolar depression. Okay, well, I didn't see Klan people. I didn't see that. But when Chelsea Smith, the biracial woman who won Miss Texas for the first time upon black heritage to win Miss Texas in 2000, in 1994, and in 94, 95-ish, I say she won Miss USA. And then she won Miss Universe. She's from there and she talked about her racial experience there. Her white grandparents raised her on her mom's side. And she knew people from the Klan. So I said when I mentioned it to him when I first met her, I said, you know who Chelsea? She the first. I said, yeah. She want to put Deer Park on a map because she wanted Miss Universe. I talked to her on Facebook and my other Facebook page. Okay, I have talked to her, and I told her she was my role model because she broke those barriers. And I was going through issues learning about my multiracial roots back in the 90s when she won. That's what was so proud that she told people she was not pure black. Because when they first gave her the crown, they said, you must hire Fizz to be the first black Miss Texas. And I remember on Houston Post, before they got rid of Houston Post in 95, they said, she said, I'm not black, I'm not white, I'm actually both. And I remember my grandfather, who's dark skinned, he read to me. I said, "Yeah, I know she won. She's very black. Yeah, okay, but guess what? Listen. I said, what? She's mixed? She admitted she's mixed? I said, oh yes. And I remember my grandma getting upset. Why black one drive isn't it? Yeah. Okay. And I just told her, I said, no. She checked out on her thing. So that's all I learned by checking other. Yeah. Okay. And so when I told this white dude this, I said, guess what? On my state ID, and I said driver license. I didn't say state ID because I have driver license. I put other. They have an other box. I remember calling the state of Texas and saying, excuse me, you cannot do that because my lawyer told me in a couple of years that you can check more than one box. Since the census allowed it. See, this white dude is very ignorant. He said, well, they see you as black. I said, I don't care what you see me as. You don't define me. He was shocked. I said, wasn't for the all those different races in my heritage, I would not be here. And I remember seeing a sister on the other side of the gate just looking at us. And I said, I imagine I can't depend on her because she's not able to take his side like a damn slave. And unlike the people who, for the one drop rule in our community, if I bring them up to a Halle situation, they act like slaves. They let white racist people define them. That's one thing I understand. You have a love and hate relationship, but you let white race people define you. I don't. I don't associate with white people. Once a white person does not like me for a mixture, like I told my Asian doctor cousin that there's white folks that don't want to sell me on my family tree. I don't want to meet them. I want to know who they are because there's other people in the family who don't agree with them. And I happen to meet some woman, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to have no Kevin Gates situation. No, man, a signal with a cousin, okay? That's scary. I'm glad that I know about this because even though I'm also go after ethnic women, okay? Women who are exotic, sisters, Latinas, whatever, okay? Then white women. If a good white woman pops up, okay, who doesn't fit these stereotypes I see here in Texas, who is not racist, who's a Ruby Garcia type woman, okay? You're not no Tommy Lorraine, okay? Hell no, okay? You're not no Tiffany Jeline, okay? If I happen to go with her and date her, and next thing we wife and husband, and next thing we're cousins, that's scary, okay? So, and they're in Houston, I got to know. I don't want to know, like, if they're racist, and try to befriend them. Oh, we're cousins. And because, I want that about me being rejected and mistreated and bullied. You always accept those who don't like you, reject you because you don't want them to give you drama if they accept you. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why. All right. So this white dude sit here trying to bait me who I am. And I said, you're not God. I said, the real reason why that you do not like the fact that I meant mixed heritage, because you don't like the fact that your population, the pure white, is becoming the minority. That's why you want Trump to win and you put a what's it call it, a fence on Mexico, because you know your population is going down. That's why you don't want to meme it and have white DNA, because the pure white population is called like it is going down. So he said, no, it's these God, I won't say God's name in vain, God, damn Mexicans in here. That's what this white man said in our job this Sunday, okay? So when I say, yeah, I won't go ahead. And the reason why I have not told the local law office of our security, because when I tell them on anything else, they don't take my stuff seriously. Oh, but if I make a mistake, oh, that's when someone wants to come down on me, okay? And then about the multiple, some of them have personal feelings, but it's funny that people want to use their personal feelings. That's why I'm telling you about social media. So I didn't go detail. I'm trying to write a script, everything. Because when I contact the HR department in outside of Texas, they're gonna try to chain of command. One thing about me, I don't go by chain of command. The person that approved to me, they're in that chain of me coming to them. Because one thing, I might cuss, I might do all this bad stuff, and I'm not the perfect person. God knows my conscience. But on my conscious level, due to experience, the person has to be trustworthy if they're a leader, and that's even biblical when it comes to First Corinthians chapter 4 2. The steward supposed to prove this to be trustworthy. You don't put up the trust on that steward. They might backstab you in that chain. And trust me, and based on experience at 30 years old, almost 40, I've been there. That's why I don't practice that mess. Because I know people can be friends and they'll choose their friends over what's right and what's wrong. So anyway, get to the story. The reason I bring this up about Halle Berry, and you understand it. The white dude kept, I said, dude, I don't want to. I said, he said, excuse me, this used to be Mexico. The white dude said, excuse me, you ever heard of Alamo? We beat Santa Ana. I said, excuse me, no, you didn't. You drug Santa Ana. I said, even my white teacher in government class, who was in my, actually 20 years ago when I was in school, it was my same government teacher. That was my aunt's teacher back in '70s. Okay, so weird. That when I in the '90s, the same old white man is my government teacher. He been there at school for years. It was segregated, and it was basically integrated in 1970. So he told us when I had him in my '98, in my the first first part of the year, because I graduated in '98. Because '97 this year will be 20 years ago. I was a senior. Okay, that's the first semester. Second semester was in '98. That's when I had government class, and he told us that they drug Santa Ana. Because I already heard from what's the Hispanic man that I followed on Houston Chronicle. He's from El Paso. I forgot his name. God dog it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I did a video in tribute because he died last year. Um, he's mentioned that the Alamo was about slavery, and I knew they had to be about slavery because my question was, if this is Mexico and you in Mexico banned slavery, if it's in the Guerrero and all that other stuff, then why did African Americans did not cross over the Rio Grande, and why did men in the South want to go to Canada? That don't make no sense. If it's another foreign country, you gotta learn another language. I'd rather learn another language and culture than be a slave. Okay? If I had to swim through a Rio Grande and be a wet black, which I don't mind being called that over the word nigga, Frankie J. God dog it. Okay, point is, uh, if I have to, I would. Okay? At least call yourself a nigga, make sure I do nothing, mean you ignorant. So when I see brothers call themselves, you making yourself do nothing in your life, you make yourself ignorant and dumb and stupid. That's why would I want to rock with a fiddler? I'm the one who be the Kunta Kinte, not Toby, who ready to get out the plantation. You're ready to defend white master ass by claiming you on my side when you're not even beat. Remember the movie Roots? Don't forget, many brothers are like that. That's why I don't go to one particular brother, one my shade, one dark, who don't like me at all because I claim mixed heritage. One who's dark skin. Okay, the other one has a mixed child. Okay, the one's my shade. Okay, he's also mixed too. Even saying, of course, the dog one is, but people see him as a pure black person. And trust me, when he found out that you could tell me putting, two race or more box on my application when I got hired, and having other on my security ID and also my state ID. Okay, other have another option. Okay, but this white man. okay, that I'm older than, okay, have more sense than, okay, and have more intelligence than, because he's ignorant and dumb. I do a redneck do nothing, okay, got dog, okay, call like a redneck do nothing thug, okay, from Deer Park, call like a is, which is a lot of races. It's Chelsea Smith, the first biracial part black woman to win Texas, and told you on her article back in Houston Chronicle that she knew people in the Klan. Okay, even her first husband, who she divorced. He's locked up for I think Kelly Blair because of steroid cases. Let's go in her business. Sorry, Miss Chelsea. Okay, let me tell you business. I read about your ex-husband's situation, and I know a white man that went to Deer Park High School. Rumor has it he was a coach there, Kelly Blair. That's his name. He's a man, Kelly Blair, and he gave steroids to the students, and that's why he got arrested. Okay, but in his article back in '95, just like a editorial on Selena when she passed away. They also did on Chelsea Smith. I had both of their little booklets from the Houston Chronicle back in the day. I forget that. When I was 15, 16 years old. And they said, and Kelly Blair said that people, white people, because she's part black, was bashing him for marrying her. Was engaged to her. You know what I'm saying? So I keep up with this. Okay. Remember, I do this research if someone's using a social factor, there's a debunking my freedom. And coming talking from a spoiled brat growing up, okay, and who believe that freedom is part of my life in order to this freedom is my pride, it's who I am. That's why I talk about this. The people who do not believe in freedom, if you don't believe in freedom, you're not gonna have it. Okay? So I'd rather be dead over tyranny. You know what I'm saying? I take that seriously, okay? All right. So when I was doing suicide, it wasn't self-hated. It was a tyranny that I couldn't get out of. Thank God I persevered and not do it. But I believe in death over tyranny. I don't believe in staying in tyranny and then make kids. That's why I don't have kids right now and put them in that situation. Hell no. Okay? So, I ain't trying to put my kids like the movie Beloved. Okay? That's why I don't believe in killing your baby. But I remember before Beloved, the movie came, my grandfather was telling me the slave women will kill their children so their children will not go through that mess. So, instead of killing my kids, I just don't make them until I get out of the situation and be financially prepared to take care of them as a man, since I'm supposed to be a provider. And then get married to my wife wherever she is, and so my children would have to go through this burden. See, one thing I like, I'm not selfish like those who made me. Keyword. Let's get started. So what happened is, I told this white man, I said, you'll never tell me what to do. One thing, you're not God. And I said, I don't hang with people with your mindset. So when I come back from my 30-minute break and they allow us to use our phones, around the area because they didn't give us no rules, so we went outside town. Unlike here in Houston. And on my phone, I'm praying about the situation. I have a happy smile on my face. I don't let anybody. Actually, when I was escorting people out, they love my character. The white man just standing looking and smoking too many damn cigarettes. Gonna kill himself. And I look at this situation. Look at the situation. The people African American who love the one, like Halle, who love the one job rule, will tell you, you know, the white man, you got to go by his standards. If you're trying to fight an enemy, you don't go by the enemy standards. Do you know that, right? If enemy standards is they're helping them oppress you, the AKA the one drop rule. It's no longer a law. This white man still think it is that you have to check black. You check white too? I say yes, I do. I check black, and now since I found Hispanic origin, I have to check that too. I'm accurate about who I am. I'm not gonna define myself based on racist people. Let me say this: the people who hate you, you let them define you. Something's wrong with you. So Hollyberry, I hope you're reading this story. So you heard it, I've been quiet about this because I'm trying to get this freedom pop on my computer right now. They're getting on my nerves. This situation with yes, so I can't get the Wi-Fi to fix. But I'm trying to write this letter and go ahead right to the company. I don't care about chain of command, and I'm gonna put the Bible verse to read why because I've been schooled by chain of command. Yeah, I understand people don't want to, but if I see people like our organization at the company I work for, if I see this ugly attitude, one thing, if I see ugly attitude bash, I'm not bashing nobody. This is survival technique of my own situation. I'm a very resistant of narcissism. I dealt with narcissistic abuse from family, people at school, people on the job, people even at church. That even though stop going to church because that not because I don't believe in God, not because I don't believe in my Catholic faith. I've even snitched to the Pope Francis on the parishes here in Houston, deal with the bad experiences because the priests don't understand those who. Because remember, I come from a ex-Protestant background. I'm ex-Protestant, okay, and it was narcissism and of course spiritual abuse from the evangelical upbringing I had. So when I converted, it was to resist that. Then I saw the same thing, even though the church teaches why I'm not leaving the church because the church teaches against what is going on. But you have a culture accepting it because you have a culture outside of it that doesn't even agree with the same theology, if you know what I mean. Because we live in a Bible Belt, so-called Bible Belt, and you have some of the people who be attacked of not being that religion assimilate to that type of culture. That's why it existed in our parishes. But if Pope Francis was to come here and see what's going on in our parishes, oh, he would have it would not be happy. Okay, he'd be like kicking, like just kick the folks out the temple, doing, what I'm saying. So you know what I'm saying. So they don't want that to happen. I remember telling the priest for the Nigerian one and he got scared because he knew. See, unlike I'm not gullible. They hate us 90s kids, Generation X, because we was always questionable. We didn't always was the children that to be seen and not be heard. We spoke our minds. We make sure that's why and I'm gonna let you know the reason why the millennials are dumb because baby boomers make sure if they had kids from if their parents are baby boomers or Generation Xers who came with the baby boomer generation and got sucked into the false narrative, if you know what I mean. They didn't want their children to know about history, politics, because they want their kids to be subject to them. That's why on companies, those who employ people, your millennials do not want to work because their parents make sure their kids was taken care of by them even after adulthood so they can be under their control. They use family oriented tactics. Say you separate a family. The family supposed to be you selfish and when actually the parent was selfish, they be narcissistic. So the reason why the young people don't care about their job and they're adults and they living like kids, adult body, because the baby boomers and those before them, the old school people did not want them to have a mind of their own. Us 90s kids, those who grew up in the 90s who were born in 1979 or before me or after me, okay, we was ejected. We questioned it when people abused us. We knew out of our own conscience. If the person was abusing us to teach right, they were a false person. They was a false leader. They was a false prophet. They hated that because that person no longer had their control power. It's not about Jesus, it's not about right or wrong. It's about the person having a little control power and feeding their gratification. So that's why even at my job, when I was discussing the brother about a situation who's at the office. One of the white men looked at me because he knew that I was not a conservative person and I was liberal and I came from the 90s and I was very educated about those things. See, the people who work with him are those of color are not educated. They listen to mom and dad, should I say mammy and pappy, who didn't want them to know nothing. That's why they don't do nothing when it comes to civil rights. But someone like me will try to do it. If I don't do it then, I can do it right in the future so to get it done or even expose that person if I have to make sure it may be involved in my battle. That's when they don't want their reputation to be ruined. Go back to the story about I'm bringing about Halle. So anyway, the white dude said these GD Mexicans, blah blah this and that, because I want to use God's name in vain. You know what I mean? God, the D word. Okay. So I said, you're very racist. I said, I don't even want to talk to you. I already knew he was racist, but he exposed himself in that Sunday while we were doing that. So when I went on break, are you okay? I like, dude, why are you asking me? Yes, I'm okay. I had my rose in my hand. And I said, excuse me, I don't even want to talk to you. Can you go away? I said, dude, I don't talk to people with your mindset. Because that's one thing that I resent those in my family. They would tell you to let that something like that, a redneck, do nothing thug, tell you how to live your life, but tell you how to hate it. I don't get that mess. And if you do identify with that white part of you, you're a sellout because you're not appealing to that type of person. Because me personally, I reject white people or anybody who don't disrespect me for. I know that everybody wants to put me on the black identity. It's not that I see black people and my black heritage as a negative situation. I'm aware that they do. Why they keep putting black identity with ghetto stereotypes? Why they want to keep talking about romanticize being on the down, not fighting the cause, not fighting against the cause? Why I keep hearing stories about, oh, it's how we black, that's how it is. Well, that sounds weak. If you're strong about your argument, you're trying to find ways to fight against it, not stay in it. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So why do you keep, even with people, why you keep showing negative behavior and bringing it with black identity? And it's not just the white people doing it; it's people with African descent doing this mess. If you're trying to teach someone to be proud of their blackness, you try to put positive outreach, positive message, not negative. You don't call yourself a nigger. You don't try to talk about beating your kids like some cicada inch mama monkey. I call it like it is. You try to talk anything positive about being black. But if you cannot come up with anything positive, that lets me know that your ass don't see anything positive about being black. But when I go against your narrative, you don't use that message with me. So do you get my point? That's what I call it like it is. You don't put ghetto stereotype to define blackness. You put something positive about defining blackness. But unfortunately, when I see people who use the one drop rule, they always go after the negative and try some dumb, stupid ass way to make it positive. Like I was born yesterday, like I'm a fool. You can't fool me. So I see this mess. I'm not shocked about ghetto gaggers. I'm not shocked about all these the Kodak Black darkest I am. Y'all making fun of the same themselves. Kodak Black portray him every negative stereotype about black people that y'all try to track what blackness is. He said himself that he was ashamed of it, of who he is. And I knew because you don't put yourself in a positive light. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to put yourself out of positive. You're trying to attract negative behavior and call that black. So right there, I know you're not proud of your blackness. Me personally, I at least look for something positive about being black. And I even said that if you want to go there, go to Africa. Because that's what the African culture comes from. This black American culture is an Anglicization of it. That's why we choose light over dark. It's an Anglicization of it. We speak English. Ebonics is not an African language. The way we dress, it's Americanized. We don't wear no dashiki and sandals every day of the 24/7. We wear American clothes. Everything that we have that we made was under the rock and roll. Why they was able to take hip hop rock because it was made under an Anglo influence, an Anglo influenced country that was not theirs. Talking about the white people. So if you're trying to teach black culture, at least go to Africa. No wonder I like Latin music. Let me tell you the reason why. And I'm glad Carlos Santana say this. And this white dude is ignorant. There are people in Mexico, like in Veracruz, Oaxaca. Actually, those people who are African descent in Mexico contribute to the culture that people try to whitewash. And a Mexican man admit that on YouTube. Okay? And he made his last name Cuevas. Yes, Cuevas. Whoever his name, Marco something Cuevas. Go on YouTube, Bashito Dance, Bashito Boxito. I'm subscribed to his channel. He is Mexican, and he, admit that Mexican culture over years with that Mejor Raza, Juan Vasconcelos, La Raza Cosmica, tried to whitewash the African part of Mexico besides denying the history and the people that look more black in Mexico and not putting it in the media and all the other stuff, okay? And not mention in the Mexican people who don't look typical black, then their roots. That's why George Lopez was shocked that he had black DNA when he didn't read the DNA test. So, go back to the story. The reason why I brought this up, I was strong enough to not let this white racist do nothing, know nothing about history, who was shocked that I knew that Santa Eva was drugged, and I know about slavery, and all this other stuff. He was shocked. Telling me his dad told me, because his dad gave him, and I told him, and I even said it, a corrupt history. That's why you uneducated. When we were together, talking about all of us, It's a few pure white people who work in our security. Okay, mostly African American descent and Hispanic and Asian, a little bit. Okay, mixed identified, black identified, whatever. However, this white dude be the only white dude there, and you can tell he feel uncomfortable. And my question, I was telling a stud sister who's my complexion, who was working with us. She's a stud, she's lesbian. Cause we're talking about how fans backstab us and everything else. I said I don't trust everybody because they don't tell about I ain't like that. And I don't know why she talking to the white dude after I told her that when he came back from break. I said, I hope she didn't tell my secret because I don't trust everybody. I said, well, I want to get his name because I want to write him up for making, as this is a white supremacist, this is a redneck, this is a Nazi, this is I sound like what the dude, the Mariah Carey is trying to sue. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I can understand if Mariah, okay, us having white DNA and admitting to it, we know who a white supremacist, okay, especially when we read about history and all that, because they don't want us to know about that, because those are the secrets and how they tactics are against it when they're berating us and everything. Oh, we're calling out, they say, I'm not racist. Dude, we know history and we know exactly what you're doing, okay? You trying to talk to us and emasculate, like the white dude that came in my doggone apartment. Well, about the mule dude, and that's why I told my chocolate brother, my attorney, about what's going on. His employer, his boss. If he got fired, good. Truth of the matter is, and he know that I'm not one of those coons who timid because mammy or pappy or grammy and pappy who was watered down with that mess and told that was some Christian way of doing when it wasn't. It was a distortion of it and try to teach that message. That's one thing about the 90s. It gave us information about abusive tactics. They hate one thing. The reason why you have Fox News, y'all, because liberals, because the conservatives did not like the fact that the liberal message was getting to the minority of people. We were getting wiser. We was questioning things in the 90s. And you had people, if we had true liberals, okay? Not these liberals, they are not true liberals, okay? We had folks that actually spoke up, and you had white liberals who did care. Now, not the ones who are Trojan horses. I always like some Hillary Clinton mess. Okay, they did come to the community and told us about what's going on, whatever, or they use their communication power in the media to tell us to wake us up. That why white people to look for is net. I never my white Jewish friend, and Italian, she's Italian and Jewish, and some other European nationality, and she was very open minded. She spoke Spanish. She came to our school, and I talked to her. She told me, "Stop calling me Miss." That was, we're out of high school now. You know what I'm saying? I love her dad. And she's a actress here, and she told me when she was Jewish, she was Italian because she had an Italian last name. When she came to my school and spoke Spanish, and even other folks didn't like her, but I loved her. She was teaching aide content mastery. She said, "I don't even like you here. This is the east part of the hairstyle. It's too many." She said, "This I know about white folks. It's too many rednecks here. That's why." And she knew we were talking about race. She knew that I talked about differences because she knew that I was in a toxic environment. I would not talk about this subject if I wasn't in this toxic racist environment. And I dealt with people who tried to adjust to me and say they had thick skin. To my folks who say thick skin can do thick skin, stop Michael Brown from dying. Did thick skin stop Trayvon Martin dying? Did thick skin stop Sandra Bland dying? Stop with that thick skin mess. You know damn well you hurt by the situation. But unlike me, I fight against it. I don't sit here. I don't want to all my life yapping, yelling, screaming, cursing, and acting a fool in my bipolar rage. I want to make a difference, so I won't have to deal with that bullshit. So you have to fight the situation. As with Fred when he was not cooning, and Chuck D said, "Fight the power." We forgot that message a long time ago. That's why a lot of shit is going on today. So, why I bring this about Halle Berry? I know everybody's asking. Because Halle Berry, I cannot see, unlike me, who identify as mixed, who have parents who seen as black, but they're not pure black. Actually, my mother's camera like me, and my dad's darker than me, and also his thin lips like that white dude. He don't have no big lips like me. His nose is not as too wide like mine. He has less hairy body because they Native American DNA. My mother only had more African features, but she don't have dark complexion. She has a caramel complexion just like me. And actually, there was a deciding factor in dating because my dad did mostly date women that's, well, admit it, that's my complexion and my mom's complexion and lighter. And that's how that. So yeah, I know. He don't. So yeah, okay, I know. And yeah, he probably Hotep. I know there's a fake right there. Okay. Um. Okay. But they say it's a lot. If you pure black and if you claim to be pure black and you pro black and blah blah blah, you try to go with the darkest one, right? Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Anyway, it's called like it is. So, and it was always questioned because about color. Even the fact that my brother, who's darker than me, is an issue between us with that. My other brother, who's my complexion, is not in a way because he was streetwise with, and actually, um, there also, I don't know if it's favoritism, but I noticed that my brother, who do actually, I live in the hood in the ghetto, and I was raised middle class. My brother, who's darker than me, who's the first older brother, 'cause my sister's who's the first child, she's darker than all of us. Okay, and my first older brother, who's 40 years old, lives in a nice place in the southwest part of Harris County, rich type area type, well estate broke and everything, and he doesn't even share that dream with me. Which I'm not. Unlike Mariah Carey, sister, I'm not begging. Don't come to your mouth. I ain't gonna beg. If I was sick, don't come beg, man. Okay, I'm begging your ass. Don't forget my grandparents on my dad's side, who's not the kids of his. I'm the only child to him. Okay, took care of these siblings of mine and my mother during the early Christmas time, which is near coming up. Don't forget, in the early '80s, gave them bicycles and everything because they were middle class. They felt that it was not right for me to have a Christmas, and they didn't. Okay, but my brother, who's darker than me, doesn't even come visit, doesn't want to talk to me, and tries to and call me out by name, the N word, so I have to cuss his ass out about that because I'm calling myself a nigga. Okay? And he living way better than I do. Okay? Let's get this straight. And he feel that, and he keep bringing about what type of color girls he want to marry. Actually, I don't know how the other nephew is this in Louisiana. The other woman, she's part German. This is the other baby mama. Oh, I know he was glad to have a child lighter than I am. Hmm. And he want to know, and he ever bring about mixed hair, he don't like to hear that because he knows that's why we don't look alike. And it's depending on who my mother chooses who the father is too. Call like it is. And make my mama look bad because we don't get along. I'm trying my best to forgive. I'm learning, reading a book about forgiveness, and I'm trying my best to read about forgiveness. Not the doormat version of it. That's a false narrative, but to forgive everybody, including something like the man here and my dad and everybody else and everybody else along the hill. As you get older, you don't want to have hatred in your heart, which actually that's what this white man was doing. He was smoking a bunch of cigarettes, kind of cancer cigarettes, and miserable and angry. And you know that I outshined him that night because I was happy and everybody was loving all colors of him. Would love my character as a security officer, and this white man was sitting at me with an ugly face. I felt like Cardi B. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, you know what I'm saying? She on that movie, on that video for Ella, she said, I got my teeth fixed. Oh, and she that tub. I felt like Cardi B that night. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I ain't let him steal my shine. It's just that deal with the people, if I have to complain to, they come 9 10 times take his side and be accurate. Try to sound accurate with him when they're not accurate because we're not pure black people. We should never let the oppressor run us. I don't get that message. You called me a coon. I'm ready to fight the oppressor. I'm ready to knock the oppressor down. If you want to win, you have to fight the enemy. One thing that the One Drop Rule taught us to be submissive to white people. Okay? Because they didn't want us to be competitive. Me mentioning white DNA, he felt threatened because I was competing against him. You had to compete against your enemy, idiots. You can't sit here and let the enemy walk on like a doormat and then stomp you like a dog on doormat and then talk about black pride. That's what I see. A bunch of slaves proud of being slaves. Yes. But I see myself as a freeman in Runaway. I don't see myself a house or a field. And he did not like that at all. That's why he kept saying that. I even told him, why you, I saw like Mariah Carey about Eminem, why are you obsessed with me? I even told him when I was praying my rosary and praying my novena on my phone during my break before I had to go back to my break. I had 15 minutes to go back to my break. And when I was on the other side with nobody with my phone, I was not calling nobody. I was using it for prayer time. Okay, I ain't perfect. I had to get God involved. I had to get His people involved. Who's with Him? Who's in Revelation 8, in Revelation chapter 5, the holy ones and saints involved to pray for me like in the body of Christ. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So do you get my point? And I had to ask, God to heal. I had, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. So that's what I did. And he was like, "Why? Well, are you okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm okay. I don't want to talk to you." I said, "Why are you obsessed with me? Because every time I come there, this white racist is obsessed with me. I'm not lying. Looks at me. I try to keep my distance from this dude for real. There was one real dark skinned brother who obsessed with me too, who don't like me because I'm a free care brother. I don't let that old oppression run me. I try to find solution to the oppression, unlike some people. If you're proud of yourself, you find a solution to the problem. You don't stuck in the problem and then try to share the burden with someone else. So what happened is, um, there's the same white dude before we had the World Series detail of the situation. Is the same security company, okay? But that I had to berate back when he berated me. He's not even we call it a supervisor, but he tried to berate me in front of and I almost stabbed at him and cussed him. I said, "This is not fucking 1817. This is 2017. I want to go there." So anyway, unlike those people who claim to be black, even the sister that was my complexion, when she's a supervisor, she was nice. She wasn't a psychiatric mama who was doing some other this other I'm gonna detail what we were doing. And he was getting all talking to her like crazy. And remember, this one man is younger than her. This one to be our mama. And I know if it's a brother talking, oh yeah, some of y'all sisters will go back and say, yeah. But when it comes to white dudes at their age, that's out in. That's why that some brothers was not with you with the Tiffany of Jolene situation. Because if in order to treat a brother with respect, you gotta treat him with respect too. So you want him to treat you with respect. It go both ways. What is wrong showing respect back to the person you want to show respect? You don't put you on a pedestal and walk you like a doormat. That's not gonna happen. And I'm not one of those dudes who been through that situation. I was suicidal depressed. To get away from suicidal depression, I'm gonna fight back. I ain't gonna let nobody talk to me in any kind of way. That's why I'm a very strong personality. Okay, so I ain't gonna let nobody talk to me crazy. Okay. So I looked at it and I said, look at how this sister sit here. She was supervisor trying to get his name. He talked to her, he kind of trying to berate at her. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with these people? But I'm the sellout, I'm the self-hater, right? I fight against these people. Y'all afraid. Okay. So that's why I'm mentioning it on my doggone channel. Don't mistreat me and I won't mistreat you or I won't put you on blast. So that's what I did, and guess what? While I had to ignore he was not there, and be the diva I am. You know how Mariah Carey was, people was hate on her, and she had to pretend that she was okay that day when it happened on New Year's Eve. You know, dog, that's why I said it's a tutorial. Yes, Mariah Carey, watching my video, I used your video as a tutorial to be a strong person, and you persevere. Okay, so anyway. So that's what I did. So why I mentioned about Halle Berry? Because Halle Berry's story does not sound like mine. She had forever said she was pure black. Claimed the one drive rule. Baby, I admire you playing Queen. It wasn't for that movie, I wouldn't have done my research. The movie Queen, let me actually get the book so those know what I'm talking about. Alex Haley from Roots, Kunta Kinte's descendant, okay? Also, the movie The Queen by his triracial, not biracial, because the mother was part Cherokee. The one that Jasmine got from Whitley from Different World Playpen. Let me get my book that I bought from Harry Potter bookstore the other day, last couple months ago. This is the book right here. Hold on. Let me see something. Making sure. Make sure no meat on my damn thing. I hate apartments today. Damn apartments. Because I bought some little spray just in case some redneck trash come over here. Anyway, point is, see how I am? If I was so self-hate, I would say, oh, massa. No, I don't have that mentality. I'm a free man of color. This Alex Haley. Alex Haley is the man here. That's the one who did Ruth's job. There's also the book. This is the movie that she played in Queen about the American story. This is about his paternal grandmother who was triracial. Her mother was Cherokee and black, and her father was a white plantation owner, and he was in love, not raping, in love with the. I haven't read the book verbatim, but I saw the movie. Okay, and this is I had to buy the movie, and shout out to God rest his soul. Just like what's her name? Della Reese was part Cherokee and part black. God rest her soul too. She passed away the other day. This is the man. It wasn't for this man who taught us history. He's mixed of black, white, and native. Okay, of course, he identified black. He the one that written the biography on Malcolm X, and also too, he also trying to think what Alex Haley did, besides Ruth and Queen. Um, Shout out to him. He taught us to learn about our heritage. If we don't know who we are, we'll never know where we're going. And unlike y'all bash me for trying to know where I'm going. Now it's funny, I'm not a Marcus Garvey fan. I'm mostly on W. Du Bois. You already know that, okay? I don't like nobody using my black DNA to define my freedom. I define my own freedom. But one thing about even though we're both Leos and our birthdays are now part time about Marcus Garvey, he is right. I had to agree on this level that if you don't know your roots, it's like a tree without roots. It doesn't grow. And that's why we have people who do nothings and being thugs and hood rats to the point that white people are making fun and they still go along with it like a rat trap. They don't know their history. I have cousins, and I even got mad, I got upset at my great grandfather who's still living, who has the fourth grandfather, who's a Real on his other side of the family, and Native American, Black, and Spanish Creole, whatever. He's 98 years old. He never told all their history, and the descendants, his children, though our grandmothers, my grandmother, the first child, and they didn't tell the history to these. And you want to know why the kids acting wild, the family acting a fool? You keep letting white people define our history and our identity, white racist people. You're gonna have stereotypes. You're gonna have thugs and hood rats because they don't know where they came from. Unlike me, I go against the narrative of white supremacy. But y'all called me the coon and the thug and self-hatred and all that stuff when you are the ones who are being that. Anyway, it wasn't for this man, and he actually was married to a white woman, by the way. It wasn't for this man in his book, in his history, to teach us our history. But I would not know about who I am today. So I'll let white people, redneck, do nothing, trash, thug, trash, who 19 part car carrying member of the clan, because like Chester Smith said, there's a lot of in Deer Park, okay? Tell me what I am. He said that, well, my family, slaves. When I said, I told him that you mad because your ancestors slave, raped mine, whatever. Oh, my family owns the white dude had said, cause so I mean that your immigrant family came later on after depression, something like that, and joined a population that was oppression to their white heritage. Okay, that's what I told him. And so I wouldn't be shocked that maybe your dad probably had connections with Nazi Germany, because a lot of them left Nazi Germany and came here and kept that racism in here. That's why they had. Don't get Margaret Sanger from Planned Parenthood had ties to the Klan and Nazi Germany. Took a lot of ideas for the Planned Parenthood for abortion. That's to get rid of the Jews, to get rid of us. See, I read about this history. Don't want you to know that stuff. So, the reason why I bring this up once again about Halle Berry. She said she's pure black. Okay, you're pure black. So you had two failed marriages. One, another multiracial person, and of course everybody names multiple, but he identifies black, okay? And he is mixed. Actually, all the people. Well, first, a lot of us know that Wesley Snipes, dark skinned Wesley Snipes, woman had abused her viciously. Um, yes, Wesley Snipes abused her. That was I heard. Then she went David Justice. That's the name of the baseball player. He abused her to the point she would have committed suicide. She a Leo, just like I am. Okay, when we go through turmoil, we will get rid of ourselves if we can't get out of it. Okay, that's how we are. That's a Leo. Okay, I'm a Leo. We both August Leo. Me and Halle Berry. Okay, now remember Halle Berry playing the movie Queen once again. Check it out. People bootlegged it on YouTube. Go look at the movie. Okay. Anyway, so Halle Berry says she's pure black. Now, the reason why she keep going in these abusive situations, her dad, who is black identified, abused his white mom. His white wife, her mama, who is Sarah Palin's cousin. Yes, Halle Berry related to Sarah Palin, and her dad's side related to Richard Franklin. Okay, they're trying to get her to play Richard Franklin. Okay, because they're related. Yes, they are. Okay, her dad abused her mom, and her mom told her don't ever let a man abuse you. But over the years, Wesley Snipes, okay, David Justice, the baseball, if I'm not saying the name, okay, then everybody cheat on you, gave you STD. Then you go with this white man. Now, we want to bring this up because I get tired of people who say they're pure black and one drop rule and we supposed to be together and strong people. All that goes away when they go with white people. I see it all the time. See, unlike the sister that saw me on the other side of the game, she was on my side, who was one of the customers at the event. I told her I couldn't trust if she should not teach about a video call because I saw her video. I said, why you videotape me? I'm not just having a call on, talking to somebody. She heard our conversation. And I said, well, white folks did. They were shocked to see a brother like me still to white supremacists and not let them define me. I'm I'm the strong person in this situation. Y'all the weak ones. That's why y'all hate me so much. But anyway, she said she's pure black. Okay. So my question is, when you got with this white man after the 3 relationships that you had with a dark skinned brother, a high yellow brother, a light camera who a couple shades lighter than me, everybody with dreads. You got with this white man. Now, you say the white man didn't like the one drop rule. Well, the reason why he didn't like the one drop rule because he's not from the United States. That was made in the United States, sweetheart. That was not made in Canada. He is Canadian. Last time I checked. And a lot of our people who was with Harry Tubman went up north and mixed. Barack Obama, excuse me, The Rock, Dad, Nava something with down there, and y'all not talking about Nova something that's from that part of Canada. That's where his dad's from. He is descendants, Dwayne Johnson. You smell the one Tyrese's enemy, arch enemy. Okay, that peanut butter high color brother. Okay, that dude. Okay, that brother. Okay, that brother who's built and masculine, who don't have to be a thug. That the Tyrese are like. Okay, had to prove all this years to be a thug when he was in Inglewood or Compton, wherever he's from. That brother, Dad, who was a wrestler, who had a who was strong, male character by the Rock is so tough because he had dad in his life and he also had his grandfather on his dad's side, or his mom's side, excuse me, who's Samoan, okay? Peter Maivia, okay? The Rock Johnson, dad, that's the name, Rocky Johnson, whatever his name, okay? He was descendants of Harry Tubman's, the slaves that left the plantation and went to Canada. Before the Caribbeans people come to Toronto and claim like Deborah Cox and all. Is she Caribbean? I think she is Caribbean. Okay, but she was born in Toronto. Yeah, and Drake was born in Canada because his father went up to Canada. Okay, that's different from the United States. They hold on such. But before you had the weekend from Ethiopia and all that other stuff, Caribbean people from Canada. Okay, going to Canada. It was already African American people there. There was besides Mexico. Canada was an underground world. Okay, thank you. And he descends from there. Okay, the people about the other those that they didn't use one drop rule. Actually, the known black Catholic bishop and priest, James Heery, Irish and black. His father was a white Irish man who married a mulatto slave and got kicked out of Georgia and went up north, and he got educated in Canada. I'm mistaken. You know, many of them had passed for white. His relatives, yes, his siblings passed for white in the Catholic Church. So they became nuns and priests, and they passed as white. A lot of folks don't know about that. So in Canada, you don't have a one drop rule. You define your own self. So Miss Halle Berry, if you're gonna get at least get out with a staunch white racist. Remember you played in Monster Ball, and I didn't like the movie Monster Ball. Let me tell you the reason why. You played the bed wench, the Sakata Inch mama, bed wench. Belly warmer, bed wench. What's uh Angela Jolie's ex-husband, Billy Bob Thornton. Remember in the movie Monster Ball, Petey, the dark-skinned man, very handsome, dark-skinned, gay, dark-skinned man who owns his business and tough and arrogant. Sometimes get on my nerves like Trump, but you're rich, you get arrogant. And the one thing I have to be careful there when I get rich and famous, arrogant, right? Anyway, it can eat your life too, okay, and make you poor too as well. And you think you're above everybody, okay? Let's be humble, like Ken Lamar. Ken Lamar, you be the bitch, be humble too, okay? Let's go like this. Your ass will play in this role where P. Diddy gets executed by this white man who is a staunch racist due to his father. His father, right? Okay. And y'all become friends. You have a base child, and just like Monique's character in Precious, you played the psychotic Aunt your mama beating, whipping, doing a Graham in Freddie Gray riot situation in Baltimore, okay? You was giving the white man all, being his old bed wench, being what's in that the Willie Lynch syndrome, where they made the woman put the fear of God in him by beating the crap out of her son, emasculating. You lucky there was no daughter because you'll make her independent all the ways around me, okay? Yes, you was doing everything in that movie and you took your damn clothes off. Before Ghetto Gaggers, you play that role real good. You took your damn clothes off the first time you ever done it in your life. From a white man. People want to see that movie and see your breasts, not a tender baby. You got a Academy Award for it. We was happy, but we didn't like the fact you got a Academy Award playing a white man's hoe. I say it like it is. A white man's hoe. His, mulatto hoe. That's exactly was playing. So you got a Academy Award. And then everybody cheats on you and get your SD. So you left and you started to be with this white man. I don't understand how you proud being black and you proud, you black as pie, black this, you ain't biracial, you don't consider yourself mixed, you black, strong black woman. Get with a white supremacist from Canada. Now, I question this whole dynamic. During your relationship, he called you a nigger. You continue to sleep with him and make this child. Okay, hold up. I slammed the phone down. I showed it. Hold up. Let me do it again. I almost canceled the live stream. How the hell this proud black woman, proud mixed black identified woman, go from 3 failed relationships? There was abuse of the black dad. Okay, not the opposite. It wasn't no Brittany Jackson situation. The black identified dad abused your white mama. White mama tells you to identify as black. She didn't sound like Annie in the movie. What's the Imitation Life? Was Sarah Jane rejected her black identified mama who was darker than her and want to pass as white. Unlike it kind of found weird because many white parents was upset with the one drop rule who had mixed race kids because you also rejecting them. You know what I'm saying? The only time they want to claim you as black is to make you look silly, idiot. The slave master claim you as black and you his child doing slavery so you can be his field or house slave. Yes, they had field slaves. There was his children too. Okay? Y'all got mad Mariah Carey playing Butler. Unlike what you heard in dumb so-called American with 3 Ks in history, they were high yellow slaves. Pale slaves as field slaves. Okay? But if it was coming, it's because the lighter ones stay in the house so it wouldn't get dark. And we used to hear our children parents tell us, including my own family, don't get it. You get black. I got told that when I was a kid too. You get black. Okay? I got told that too. To keep this caramel complexion. But the same people who hate me mentioning that told me that. Weird. Okay. So, okay, weird how people can contradict themselves and then try to act like they're the leader. Okay, yeah, my point is, let's get to such. So, the idea that you proud black woman, you proud black, end up sleeping with a white man that's racist. I don't understand that dynamic. You continue to fuck him. Sorry to say it like that. And then make a mixed baby again, okay? Who looks more white than you do? Because you don't look white. You about my complexion, but a couple shades lighter. You're a light brown. I'm a caramel medium shade, baby. That's right. We're not dark chocolate. We don't look like Wesley Snipes, the other boyfriend that abused you, that you keep people keep bringing up a lot. That's not brought up in Hollywood. So, you got another abuse, a white man abusing you, as you claim. He call you the word nigga. He make a big baby. Now, y'all make a baby. And I don't understand. You mad at the fact that he made the child blonde hair and straightened hair and he want her to pass as white. See, one thing, the difference between the dude, I think he's French Canadian. If you know about French men in Louisiana, they didn't go by one drop rule. In Latin culture, Romance language, Latin culture, Portuguese, Spanish culture. That's why Latinos with black DNA that don't look like us don't want to mention it, and they don't care for the one drop rule because in Latin America they didn't have a one drop rule. You picked your own identity in Latin America. Did you know that? So in French Canada, they don't go by one drop rule, sweetheart. You need to go with a white supremacist like a Darren Wilson. Maybe they'll understand it, and he'll trust me. He will say, "My child is black. She's not white. She's not Didn't act like that. He don't exist in her appearance, in her being here, right? If you want a staunch racist like Mark Farmer, then I can understand because in America, that's where that idea came from the old redneck so-called Barbell South. Even though the Mark Farmer is from the North, he adopted that behavior when he was in LAPD because they recruit a lot of white supremacists from the South that work in LAPD back in the 60s to make sure that integration is not that happy integrated in Los Angeles to keep that racist because they want the niggers from the South to enjoy the freedom. And when the Mexicans enjoy they either. If you understand what I'm saying. See what I'm saying? Huh? Anyway, I had to get my southern redneck accent in here. You know, I'm part Anglo too down the family tree. I'm part white too. So I had to get that old slave master and the white woman down my family tree. The DNA just coming out of me. Just right now, it's a hidden gene in me, right? Okay. Anyway, Miss Hollyberry, that's not in Canada. They don't have a one drop rule. You got a white man to have a different perspective. Okay, get to the subject. You go with this white man, make a baby, he call you a nigger. I don't get the understanding how you strong black woman, right? You ain't biracial. Go with this fool. Now, what did you audition? The question I'll ask you, not to make fun and play the blame the victim, because I'm questioning your motive in this story. The reason why I'm not taking her side in this situation, because if you so strong, why you continue to go with this white man and make a baby, knowing the fact your white DNA on your mama's side and long distance of your so-called black daddy side too, because nobody ain't pure black, attribute to that mess. And along with the white man you slept with. What do you expect it? Now, I'm not saying all mixed babies don't come out the same. That's called like it is. That's why if you might lucky, you can come out like Kodak Black. It can happen. Yes, it can. Yes, it can, y'all. It can happen. Okay? No different when she was playing Queen and her mulatto friend said that you in love. That we're both passing for white. There's Loretta McKee's character. You in love. You better stop being in love. Why? He gonna get married. You gonna get married, have a picking child. No, I don't forget the movie Queen. Baby, I remember that line she said it. She said, you gonna get married, have a picking child. So you don't think that maybe the child can come out darker with a white person? That's why they want you mixing with them. Because the inheritance of white supremacy will contribute to that too. That's why they made the one drop rule, sweetheart. Because we attribute to that here. If there was no one drop rule, you know what would happen? The one thing white supremacists don't want is a person with a nigger DNA, with their DNA mixed in, darker than them, lighter than them, whatever. Because you have folks that come out with blonde and blue eyes, and the person brown hair and they're white, but the mixed race person blonde and blue eyes. They happen. Look what happened to the cop in Cleophas Cleophas Brown. Cleon Brown, the white dude. Well, he not white. He mixed, and it kept making they kept monkey jokes and Black Lives Matter and put the black Santa Claus at 18% at that cop. Yes, the white supremacist cop in Michigan. Oh, they would call all type of white niggas. They act worse than what happened to Sarah Jane when Frankie and the white man who's Frankie her boyfriend slapped her and beat her in the alley when he said you white, your mother's a nigga. Everybody's talking about me. You're lying. Beat her in the alley. Because she was passing a line that she was 100% white, was she not? My question to you, sweetheart, why are you doing the Sarah Jane situation, the reverse of it? Trying to be pure black, but you got with a white person. You can go with somebody like Kodak Black. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do the reverse of the mejor raza. You went with the mejor raza with a black identified DNA. Black identified identity. And say your child is black. Just like they laughed at Tyrese saying his wife was a black queen. Knowing that nowhere it looked like an African child. It don't look like no Lupita Yogo. That's what pure black is, baby. It don't like no Akon. It don't like no Akon sister. It look like 19, look like more like him. Or your mama or your dad's low descent white ancestor. Because we know he ain't pure black. Call it like it is. You can go to other brother, you make no child. One thing you ain't no child on. West is nice. The higher brother who's biracial and you made no children with them brothers of different shades. But you got with a white man made one. But you can call you a nigga, but you continue to fuck him. That's worse than ghetto gaggers, baby. I had to question that narrative because once that white one called me a nigga, we ain't fucking. There's nowhere here I'm gonna sleep with some nasty ass bitch. And I'll call her a nasty ass bitch. Call me a nigga. I'll call anything except the child of God. You better ask God to help me forgive her. You know me as a human. Okay? There's nowhere no hell I would sleep with a white woman who called me a nigger. Nigga with an A or with the ER. They better not be in her vocabulary if we gonna fuck. Or we gonna have sex. Or we get married. Or make babies together. That's sellout shit right there. That's sellout. So you make a baby with this man, and next thing the man is straightening her hair, and bleaching it blonde. Now, hold up, wait. You say you black, right? What do most girls in the hood go to who have cocoa black mamas? Light skin, dark skin, hair kinky curly. If it ain't straight to whopping the hair like that, straight and silky, what they do? They hot comb the hair, right? You got some who perm the daughter's hair at 3 years old. Look what that hot yellow woman did on Tyra Banks' show talking about good hair. Perm her daughter's hair at 3 years old. What he's doing is not what a black mama in America does. Straight, remember in the kitchen, hot combing, the man CJ wore hot comb? Oh, baby, he being more black than you are. I had a car like it is. Before Natural Hair movie came in. What is he doing? Hold up. What this white man from Canada doing? He getting his daughter a perm. Just like many sisters in America do their own daughters. Some even put weave in the girl's hair. Weave on the baby. Oh yeah. So he doing exactly what many black parents do. You got brothers who take their daughters to the beauty shop to get their hair straight. Remember on Dr. Drew? If I don't cut my damn hair, I do relax it. What the brother said. He said, if my baby come out with if my child come out different texture hair, Dr. Drew good hair, I don't forget Dr. Drew's show. He said, we'll keep the hair, but if it come out with some nappy ass hair, I'm taking it to the barber. And I remember hearing that every day. You need to cut that hair. You need to cut that hair. You need a haircut. Now, if I straighten my hair, I'm a sellout. So I cut my hair, I'm not. That's why brother rocking fades, y'all. Yes. Oh, you ain't rocking no damn fro like Kaepernick or. Yeah, some of y'all do, but we can't wear it at the job. Sound like Michael Vick. I ain't feel sorry for his ass about that dog fight. No, I didn't. I'll go ahead and call me a coon. I ain't feel sorry. Yo should have your dumb ass cousin over here having dog fights in the fucking place. You should kick his ass out. That's your damn fault, brother. And they called you out, now you cooning. Because unlike that high yellow brother who don't look like you, he fighting for our rights. We don't want to hear no more sad stories no more. God dog it. I get tired of hearing about, oh, be proud of being black, but have a sad story every damn time. Can we have a happy story, trauma off the story? You know what I'm saying? Have something that make us feel good about ourselves by winning the war, not always being used and help me. Okay? That's why we don't always look to look at Thomas Sawyer. That's a prime example of what I'm talking about. Okay? We don't want to hear no more sad story about being black. If you're going to teach us how to be black and be proud, teach us the proud. And we ain't talking about back in the day of teen kings and queens. Talk about today. God dog it. Shit. Couldn't dig your dumb ass already. So anyway, go back to the store. Get to my collective right now. Now, I ain't collecting control. I'm talking about collecting myself. Is an individual. Calm and collected. The truth about it is, he's no different than any other parent. Because I said it right there. The brother said, oh, there was thing about my complexion. Said that if his son come out with nappy hair, he'll take his son to the barber shop. Can't deal with their hair. Can't talk about natural hair sisters. Can't talk about weave and hair hooligans. Have your brothers cut your damn hair. Don't want to deal with it. But if you came up with some curly hair, you be rocking that shit. But you bash me wearing a perm. At least get a damn perm head. You ain't have to worry about doing all that shit. You know, self-hate because I got that in my family tree. My great-grandfather on mama dad's side had straight hair. And he was dark skinned. Straight, silky hair. No hot comb, whatever. He was mixed up black and English and Native American. My maternal grandmother who gave me hell, her daddy. The one who's a mason and deacon at the church was at the time. Yes, I had to go there. He had straight hair. Straight hair. No perm, no hot comb, no none of that. No stitchings. Okay? So it's in my family tree. I ain't 100% black. And I don't look like him either when it comes to his complexion. If I want to darken my skin, it's my body. You don't own this. I own this body. And whatever I do with my damn body, it's my damn business. We live in a free country, right? Worry about your motherfucking body and your hair. Don't worry about mine. Shit. Call it like it is. You get to the story. So he no different than what he doing with all other parents do in the hood, in the Africans, and get their kids haircuts if they boys. It didn't come out with their so-called good hair, okay? That Becky with the good hair. Better call Becky with the good hair. It didn't come out with that good hair that your daughter have, and with your hair, what they do, high comb it, flat iron it, perm it, whatever. And if it's a boy, what they do, cut his hair off. Can't rock no hair. Yes, they had to go there. Oh yeah, I know I make some piss everybody out right now. That's why I'm rocking fades. That's why you white guys rocking fades, because them brothers rocking fades couldn't deal with their hair. I've been hearing it all the time. And even when the brother said, I touched that man's hair. Now, you gonna touch a man's hair? On Doctor, I remember on Doctor, I'm laughing. I said, it's funny. I rock my hair. Oh, yeah, man. But you gonna touch another man's hair. Oh, I'm not gay. Gonna touch another man's hair. Oh, he had some nice hair at the barber shop. Oh, I want to touch it. You want to touch that man's hair? That's a gay shit I have on. You know what I'm saying? I hate that. I ain't gonna use the N word, but I'm gonna say, proclaim to be pure Negro, you gay, bitch. Touching. I ain't touching that. No, nothing, man. I touch my own hair. At least I touch my, if it's relaxed, I touch it. At least it's mine. God, dog, and I control it. No white man and no black identified man, a pure black man ain't gonna tell me how to run my damn motherfucking body. I run this shit. I do what the fuck I wanna do with the shit. And you can't call it self-hate because you proud of yourself and you do the fuck you wanna do your body. It's you making a decision. It's not a white person or no black person or anybody telling you how to do it. I call it like it is, baby. As a proud person, I'm proud to do whatever I want to do with my motherfucking body. And you can't do a damn shit about it. I run this. I live this soul live through my body. It's mine, not yours. Run your own property, your body, not mine. Thank you. So, yeah, I had to call all that out. Because a bunch of hypocrites trying to tell you how to live your life. You know how to do that. So go back to the Halle Berry. You mad about the man relaxing the girl's hair, bleaching it blonde. What do you see in the community? A bunch of women with blonde wigs, blonde extensions, dyed their hair blonde. I got no problem because we all got white DNA in us. We got black DNA and Indian. Wearing braids, blonde dreads. You got brothers rocking blonde dreads. So what the hell you talking about, sister? Oh, and guess what? You got brothers who call the sisters nigga bitch, black bitch. He ain't doing no different what brothers do it I am. And what do you sisters do? Yeah, nigga, my nigga, that stupid ass nigga. Sounding like that white woman who got what's her name? Killed. Emmett Till. You doing the same damn thing. Oh, but you proud to be black, but you slept with a white racist person. I don't understand the contradiction of your fucking argument about being pro-black and proud black. If you was all that proud black, sister, you would never let your coochie touch that white dick of his. I had a car like it is. Sister, if you were 19 pro-black, black, like the man said in the movie CB4, you 19 got with a brother. Hell, you could got with a man like Cleon Brown, who was the white man who found he was part black. You got with someone like that. At least he had both y'all had black DNA. Don't have to look black, but you got black hairs down the family tree. Kept it in the community. No, you went and got a white man from Canada who had no idea the one drop rule, who had to deal with that bullshit, and guess what? You made a baby with this man. You let your cooch touch his dick. And he called you all type of niggas. He probably called you a nigga while you was in the bed, sleeping. Mm-hmm. See, I can't take you seriously. You went from being pro-black, being the movie queen, baby, that taught myself how to learn about my multiracial background. You say you was all black, one drop rule. I'm black, and black. Sound worse than Wild Vicky. You black. But you black. Went with a white man who was racist, right? And made a baby with him who came out more looking like a white person than you do. Because you can't pay. Unlike the movie Queen, baby, but you put the powder, makeup, and straight wig on to look like a white woman with dark hair. Yes. Okay. The baby don't have to do all that. Yes. You can't pass white. She can. What? Yeah, she can look a little active, but just like Paris Jackson, when she had the dollar hair blonde, and she like a white girl, but when she had her hair naturally brown and loose curly, you could tell she had some black DNA, that Michael Jackson DNA in her, that the folks keep telling it's not there. Baby, I know her dictated real good, and she had a natural tan. Unlike the white folks in Hollywood that go there tan, Prince Michael the first and Prince Paris Jackson got natural tans, baby. They don't have to use a white, yes, they're black, and they make DNA on their daddy side. Mm-hmm. Yes. Quit looking at the peroxide hair, y'all. Paris Jackson hair is not naturally blonde, and it's not naturally all that straight. You got a little curl pattern into it, the hair. Just like Wild a straightener. Have you heard a relaxer, a perm, or a straightener? I'm black. Halle Berry said she black. Y'all is racist. Well, my question is, if you all black, why did you sleep with a racist? As Wild Vicky saying her daggone thing, why would you sleep with one sister? Because once he called, I bet wasn't the first time he called you a nigga, right? Because when he called you a nigga, you should say cut it quits, okay? But you didn't say I do. And y'all stop calling her husband Rolling Stone magazine. They never got married. She got married to a Spanish French dude. Okay? Her kids are part Latino from Spain. That Martinez guy from Spain and France. He French and Spain. Yes. Damn, part of my dog heritage. Alright, anyway, from Louisiana. Okay, anyway, point in. French and Spain. The one that beat the man up. He beat the man up. And that's why they divorced. Oh Jesus, baby, she needs some doggone therapy, baby. She needs some therapy. She can't keep no man. And she can have these bad men of all different shades and flavors and colors. No, than her black identified dad that she favor more of than when it comes to her identity. I remember hearing her white mama screaming all Sarah Jane's mama situation. Yeah, I know you're white too. Yes. She died in the point, oh, Mom, I love you. I should say I'm mixed. But on your recent interview during our birthdays coming up in August, you talk about how you outed the white people as a Leo sign. So in your drama class, you mentioned you're biracial. So my question, why it took to you 50 years old, sister, because you turned 50 this year, showed it because you born in 1967. You same age as Vin Diesel. Okay, both of y'all 50 years old. Okay. Why it took to 50 when I turned 38 and you turned 50? Why the hell it took you to 50 years old to try to get your biracial identity card? Why did you? So after you had these kids from these white men, white Spaniard, French white Spaniard from Europe, and the other one you had a child from another white man. All the men were black. DNA, my how dog they were would be Wesley Snipes, the Justice Do, and what's the other guy name? Eric Bonet. Anthony, you did Shamara Moore too. Y'all didn't make no babies. You ain't get no penis coming all to making any babies. Okay, got dog, but we got what the white man ain't got it, and it wasn't for free. It was for free. He called you the N word, but you say you're black and you're proud, but you continue to give him them panties taken off. I'm not making fun of you, sister, but it doesn't make any sense. Because soon as a bitch who happen to be white or anybody of any color called me a nigga, it's over. It's over. As Mariah Carey say in her Emotions album, it's over. I'm not sleeping with her. I'm not making babies with her. I'm not putting my kids in that tomahawk. Y'all crazy. You let the pennies drop and just like the movie about Monster Ball. That's why I'm eating you. I'm heating you in this situation, baby. It's heater, like Sheetha. I'm heating you. We went from all the way. You had bad experience with me and you. No, you need therapy, sister. First of all, you're mixed. Just like I am. 19, your daddy is mixed. Nobody is pure black. One drop rule was to keep us on the bottom. One drop rule was to keep us on the slave quarters so we would not have rights just like white people since we have a drop of white DNA in us. It was not by black pride. You know what I'm saying? So can you stop with this misconception that it was when you were born in 1997? You know they allow your dad and mom to get married. That document said that the one drop rule is unconstitutional, according to the Supreme Court. Instead of being a pioneer for multiracial identity, you went against it. But at the same time, you kept playing a strong, independent black woman. You had 3 failed relationships and 2 marriages. Oh, actually, 3 failed marriages. Okay? You can't keep man. I'm a Leo. I understand. I probably can't keep no woman because I'm more a diva. We divos. You a diva, I'm a diva. We king of the castle. You know, you're the queen of the castle. You know what I'm saying? We king of the jungle. We want our way the highway. We'll say goals. We natural born leaders. We are, creative. We compete. That's why you're able to compete with white folks. The white dude, it took a Leo brother like myself, mixed race Leo and a Leonarian brother like myself to stand up to that white man, unlike the slaves they're going to down to criticize. Okay, that's why I had to tell you that story. See, you're not going to fess up. See, you're not using your zodiac sign, sweetheart, baby. You using the submissive role, and I bet you allowed by being since that white man, you did not you allow him to sleep with you allow yourself to sleep with him and call you the word nigga. That's why I can't understand whether you who tell the truth. Because if you so the strong, hotel black woman as you portray to be all these years, you would never even thought about going with white supremacists. But after winning the cat more sleeping with a white supremacist in a movie Monster Ball, I didn't. No, not Halle Berry. No, no. I don't see how that can happen. It's very contrary to the argument. You proud, Bubba. Mariah Carey is ashamed of who she is when she says she's mixed. Hold on. How can a person be ashamed of who they are, okay, and admitting who they are? Because technically we are mixed people. We're not full-blown blacks, and we stop hanging with white people, individuals. I say on my Twitter who don't accept that. They're our enemies. Those are the Trojan horses. Anytime you mention your white DNA, folks, and you mention something else, and they don't accept that, they resent. They don't want to see you compete with them. That's why they're scared. They're targeted. He is a target. So the best way to do is you reject their asses. You don't befriend them people. Those are your enemies. They see you less than dirt. That's why they don't want you to mention you got white DNA along with your black DNA. Okay, when you mention all your heritage to contribute you being here today, no matter what you look like, you're being the real person. And people hate real people. People hate people. Tell the truth. People who speak the truth have less friends because people in reality love ignorance. They love to deal with ignorance and entertain ignorance. But when a person debunks their ignorance, they become their enemy. You know that, right? Real people. Truthful people have less friends. True people are targeted. Even Jesus was targeted for being true. And why folks hate my guts? Because I tell it like it is. I don't try to sugarcoat that something that's truthful to all to make a point. If folks don't like the gobbler glue that's true, then they can take it and leave it. Unlike you, sweetheart, you pro-black. You say you're black, but you went with a white supremacist. And unlike me, who identify as mixed and know my history, just like I told the white dude, I don't want to be near your racist ass. He a Klan member. I bet he a Claw Klan. That's why he mad every time minorities come around him. And I was telling the sister, I said, why won't he go to downtown Houston and join the good old boy white group and not worry about no affirmative action tactics, because you have hookup network with good old white dudes in downtown who have prestige money, who want to keep that power there, their economic power. Because my question is, how the hell you white supremacists, you don't want to be around people of color? I'm sorry. If you have the privilege to get away from people of color, okay? Anytime we move to their neighborhoods, what they do before gentrification, move out. Take the resources out of become run down ghettos and barrios. And go to white neighborhoods with that red line mess. That has money. When my town became mostly Hispanic, the white folks that was there, I forgot friends of ours, left and made sure they took the resources of non-crime and all that other stuff. That's why the cholos and the thugs had to take over their town. The police, they made sure they had white police and white mayor. Oh yes. But I bet they don't live in the area because they don't want to deal with the Mexicans and black identified folks. They love being with their own kind. So my question is, if we got so many of people of color, why won't you go to a company that got your own kind? Hell, if there was a white person who works in the police department that runs a security person and he's hiring nothing but white men and women, why don't you go work for them? Why don't you go stay around them so you can be comfortable in your own kind and not be around people of color who share your white DNA and don't look like you? Because that's my question is, you have to go where you're comfortable. I don't have a problem with them going with their white friends. You know why? Let me let you know. Yes, I'm an integrationist. But when a white person that's racist don't like my presence, I don't like that. I should get the same damn results. I don't like them either. I like their going away from me because it's less drama to deal with, idiots. I'm not going to beg that person to be their friend or get their approval. I already prove I'm mixed and who I am. I don't need that damn approval. That's why I don't want to be near. That's why I hate, every time I go to work, hate seeing his presence around. You know that, right? I don't deal with white people who are racist. I don't deal with African American people who don't like me either. The brothers who call me faggot and call me these names, do you think that I want to be in the same room with their assholes? Hell no. Anybody hates me or mistreats me, it is peaceful when they're not around. You got to follow your passion. One thing as Leos, unlike this one who don't follow theirs, you gotta follow your passion and defend your passion and live in your passion. And you will have a happy life. You cannot sit here and deal with drama. And it seems to me Halle Berry does this all the time. Get what me she cannot get along with. I don't understand how the hell, if you can't get along with this man here. So I question, okay, this whole shebang about the straighten the hair, whatever. You got what a white man who's not from here. You got a white man who does not believe in the one drop rule in 910. If he does know about it, no, it was about to keep your ass at the bottom of one drop. It's like people love their oppression. And one minute they hate it, but then they love it. Me personally, I hate oppression. And I do anything in the world to stop oppression in my life, even if it's my last breath on this earth. You have to follow your passion to make a difference, you idiot. Those out there who have a problem with what I do. Okay? But to Halle Berry, I'm sorry to clown you on my channel, but it makes no sense. You now fighting in court and saying, and this is, y'all, that's not her husband. She don't live in Texas. Because for 6 months, you stay with somebody that's a marriage, right? I like, that's her baby daddy. That's her boyfriend. Her ex-boyfriend. That's not her husband. Her husband, they were just, what's the other one? Eric Bonet. And this other one, who's Martinez, who's a white Spanish. White Spaniard. French man from Europe. Pure white. Just not from Latin America. Pure white. Just from Spain, France. Heritage whites. Whose kids are Hispanic origin because that. From Spain and France. Who can't probably get tired of her attitude. Sorry, Halle Berry, I love you, baby, in a way, but sometimes I hate the things you do. Okay? Okay? Remember, you should got a Academy Award or go and go for this. Not Monster Ball. Okay? Hollywood is very racist. It's what Jada Pinkett was talking about boycott the Oscars. You know what I'm saying? So, this book here, this should be, if it was a motion picture, she should got Academy Award for playing this. It was depicting who she really is. And it taught many of us who we really are. Okay? Halle Berry, you need to do this. Do this book. Okay? You play in, it's being a movie Queen. In one scene, when she was passed for white, the white man raped her. The boyfriend she was supposed to be at the 4th of July and all that stuff, and then the one that her white passing friend who's mulatto too was telling her she was going to make a picnic child. You should know from that scene, okay, when it came to this man here. But you didn't. Oh, God. Okay, I'm gone. I'm just dealing with this. Bye, y'all.